I have, in fact, supported ways in which we can make Muni buses and other of our vehicles a lot more efficient. The BRT is something that we are looking at very closely. That would in fact be a dedicated lane, and so I'm interested in looking at how we can make Muni a lot more efficient, a lot more effective, and a lot more safe. At the end of the day, if we don't take care of those three variables, you're not going to generate the ridership, and therefore if you don't do that, you're not going to get the support to improve Muni. I'm supportive of the Central Subway, given the fact that there are a number of large development projects out in the southeast quadrant of the city. Bayview Hunters Point Shipyard developments in the Schlaylock, the Baylands project, other projects in the Visitation Valley along the 3rd Street corridor. You're going to see more and more individuals living out there. And the question is then, how do you move those individuals from that part of the city into the downtown area, into the Chinatown North Beach area? I mean, the reality is that individuals are going to want to continue to have relationships and connection with their relative, friends, associates. So you're going to see a tremendous demand of public transportation system moving individuals from one area of the city to the other. The subway, the Central Subway, will be a key ingredient to helping move those individuals. As I said before, we've got to ensure that the dollars are used appropriately in Muni. It's not about just a golden parachute, but it's about everything. And there has been, with the grand jury report, a lot of suggestions that there are cost overruns, that there are sweetheart deals, no bid contracts, so on and on. There's been these kinds of revelations. I've asked the mayor's office, I've asked Ed Lee, the interim mayor, to forthwith come out with all communications and documentations of contract discussions between his office and that of Chinatown Community Development Center and other contracts that have been associated with the Central Subway. So I'm very, very supportive of the project, but I'm also very, very careful that what dollars we are in fact investing and using in that project is appropriate and is sufficient, and most importantly, that the dollars are used wisely. I wish I could say that we've gotten the documents we've asked for. We're still waiting. They've given us some, but clearly it is not representative of all the different documents. And I think that that's part and parcel of what's going on in San Francisco, just the lack of transparency, the lack of openness in our government. You cannot run an accountable government, you cannot run a responsible government and an effective government if you don't have openness, you don't have transparency, you don't have the willingness to just simply give information to whomever requests that. That is the sort of basis for any free democracy. You can't just simply say, well, trust me, I'm doing everything I can to help you. Well, the only way that you can evaluate that particular statement is that you are held accountable, and accountability comes from an open and a free and transparent government. Well, the closest line that I am living is in Judah. I'm half a block from there, and it is a horrible situation when you have to wait for that particular train on a Sunday at 5 o'clock or 8 o'clock in the morning. It's just not right to tell people take public transportation, and then yet you have to wait hours upon hours in order to get that train to take you from one point to the other. And so one of the passions that I have and one of the determination I have is that I'm going to improve the online performance, on-time performance of all of the different buses and trains when I become mayor.
Okay.